As students in Harford County prepare to head back to the classroom, there are some changes they'll want to prepare for. Superintendent Sean Bolson says it's all a part of keeping the school community safer, especially as we approach now the one-year anniversary of a school shooting that claimed the life of a Joppatown High student. Harford County community reporter Ashley Paul sat down with Superintendent Bolson discussing some of these new policies now.
Limited access to backpacks and cell phones. Those are the biggest changes students in Harford County will see as they head back to school this year.
Well, a lot happened last year in terms of looking at safety practices and, different things, we need to be thinking about.
And Superintendent Dr. Sean Bolson says the policy changes are all driven by safety efforts.
And so, we're always looking out for more ways to just ensure the safety while also creating an environment where students feel comfortable learning. I mean, we always have to balance those things.
It was September 6th last school year when 16-year-old Jalen Prince shot and killed 15-year-old Warren Grant in a Joppatown High School bathroom during an argument. Prince had the gun hidden in a backpack. And while it's been district policy for years that all large bags are to remain in lockers, the tragedy sparked the Board of Education to take a closer look at the bag policies. Now students will be allowed to carry a small hygiene bag, no larger than 4.5 by 8.5 inches throughout the school day, so they can carry what they need and nothing more.
It reduces the inability to conceal, which, there's no perfect solution. Pretty much every safety measure is one more layer, and this is just another way to create a slightly safer environment.
But what Dr. Bolson expects will be the more difficult policy to adapt to is the new cell phone policy that requires cell phones to stay in lockers as well.
Such a hard thing to enforce. I mean, the students are so connected to these things. In the lockers, that was the middle school policy, and so now it's just going to be consistent in high school.
Previously, students could keep their phones on them as long as they were off and away. But Dr. Bolson believes this new policy will help improve student engagement and mental health, while also creating a safer environment for learning.
What we started last year, we saw between a 30 and a 50% drop in nearly all fights, disruptions, all the things that create these disruptions. And I attribute much of it to the change in the cell phone practices. But we saw huge decreases in those.
But it's not a policy that comes without concern from parents. Dr. Bolson understands that concern, especially in emergency situations. But to that, he says this policy will only help, and parents can still get in touch with their kids if they need to.
What did we do before, right? I mean, there's for real emergencies, it's calling school, and students are going to be able to access as they're coming and going. So if they have to figure anything out, as they're getting ready to leave school, what the circumstances are, so they can still communicate that way.
Again, he says it all comes down to safety and creating the healthiest environment for all students.
It's layers of safety, and we keep modifying those to, create circumstances where those disruptions can occur.
On your corner in Harford County, I'm Ashley Paul, WJZ.